directory is set. The data was ervm.csv and it's a read.csv. Read.csv. You can start from here, say style, where the cursor is now. Yes, it's GSA. This is where the magic happens with the QQR. Let me take time to explain this one. What did he say? Can't hear you. Are you ready? So let's look at something in the QQR. Okay, so we have X and Y. Obviously, that will be dependent and independent variable. So we are setting a function that will calculate the QQR for us. So when we do, we take the QQR, for example, in the package, in the quantreg package, there are codes that are like this, which implement the QQR estimates. For the QQR, you have to specify the function, even though it's still relying on the quantreg package. So this is how it works. The package is a set of codes. Then you need a few functions or a few lines of code to access those codes. So in this package, the QQR says that this is the code that you need to access the bigger code. So that is a function for you. So see the bandwidth, we said H somewhere 19, 0.05. If you change this one, this has to change. Okay. Then this is the equation that do the math. We did a for loop earlier. We are running from the first X with the function, starting from the minimum to the maximum of the length of M. Then, what is I mean the bandwidth? So, yes, so the function X can set, so this function here is X, and set it as X. So the minimum of that, in fact, see this sequence here is the same as the sequence we did earlier for them. They want to run through that 19 one from the first one to the end. Agree? Or you don't agree? This X, right? Okay. Okay, first of all, this is becoming. So this is the quantile regression, part the Quantile-on-Quantile. X, Y, dependent and independent variable. We have H, which will be a bandwidth, it will be the 19 quantiles from 0.05 all the way to 0.95. Now, then we want this excess here to also be a sequence from minimum of X. Remember, even if you use Y, it will still be the same thing because they have the same length. X and Y, minimum of X to the maximum of X. So the beginning of X to the end of X, that is the length of the data. It will run through all the series. For the length of M, for the 19 quantile. Okay. So then we are assigning that one again to GB. Then we assign it to FD and we assign this. These are just representations. And then we loop for the 19 quantile. So now we are looking from 1 all the way to the end. Then we set another Z, that would be the third variable. The Z value. But this is X. X is still the independent variable. Depending on from the start. Over the length of the data set I all the way to the end of the data set. So if we see this idea, we can put anything, we can put by any letter. We take this one, this has to change. And these are, remember this thing, we did that yesterday. What was it? Normal distribution. So we are creating another function that divides this with h. H is the bandwidth. So we are dividing the distribution into the 19 different quantiles. After that, what do we do? This is now the regression equation. So we have changed the x has now changed to z, and then y. Remember, we never touched y. We never touched y. Okay. So y and z are dependent and independent variables. And the weights are like so the weights here. Remember, we said the weight assign higher weights to negative errors and lower weights to positive errors. So this is assigning the weights, and the how that we understand from the top. This confidence interval false. You don't need to change it to be true. So that's a logical argument. Okay, so now, so we said this to be R. So we want to extract the coefficients of R for the first one. So the first one will be the, remember it's quantile-on-quantile. So first one down and then second one. And when you finish, you want to put this data frame. It is the data frame that will write here. If it's not, you see the output in the summary output. It's a list. You can't write that as yes. So we change it to a data frame so that we can write it here. So this is the function that we have created. Before we are going to apply the data, the function. Are we good? Okay. So what do? We are creating a matrix where we put the output. So QQR coefficients. I think yesterday I mentioned as data.string somewhere. Okay. So what to create a matrix of 19 columns and 19 rows. There's a reason for that. That's the one we used to make our plots. And if it's, of course, if it's QQR, we are doing 19 quantiles. So it's for the dependent variable as well as for the independent variable. Okay. Then this is where we are making the estimate. So here, what is going to be here? You know, BRVM, CI, and this is going to be XOF. So let's change that one before we forget. BRVM, CI. This is what XOF. Okay. Can space out. Then that's all. Change this one, the name here, QQR. QQR, let's say BRVM. Okay, so if everything is checked out, we can even select and run. So we are going to run from here, right? This is where we ended. This is where we started from. So you can run them line by line, or you can just select. So I'll do line by line.